Hi, my name is Alexandra Achman, and my daughter's name is June Zeidler, and she was diagnosed with leukemia, ALL, March 1st of this year, 2025.
There's the water!
Is there water?
No, it's gone.
It's all gone?
Yeah, but actually, do a bandy.
Put some ketchup on my pizza, please.
Oh no, it's gone.
So initially, she wasn't diagnosed with leukemia. She was just really sick for about 2 months. She had RSV, and then about 3 weeks later, she was diagnosed with influenza. We were actually both hospitalized for it, and what was concerning was about 3 days into having influenza, I started to feel better, and she was just kind of getting more and more sick. So we brought her back to the doctor, and they told us she had an ear infection, which was odd because she didn't cry. There was no symptoms at all. So they gave her antibiotics. Fast forward 5 days later, she, was still pale. She was, not her normal self, tired. Just something wasn't right. So we brought her back into the doctor, and her pediatrician said, well, I can't get blood work today, but I would encourage you to go to the hospital and get blood work today. So we went to the hospital, they checked her counts, and they said, her counts are reading 4.8. We don't think this is normal, so they checked them 2 more times. They had to put an IV in her, hold her down. She was crying. It was kind of traumatic, and so they took the blood, total of 3 times, and it still said 4.8. So they said, you need to go to Children's Hospital. So we drove to Children's, and that night they did blood work, and it had dropped to 4. So they gave her blood right away, and then they thought maybe it was like autoimmune or that the influenza had kind of just taken her counts out. So they did a bunch of testing, and the actual first initial test for leukemia came back negative, and then when they did this second, deeper test the following day, it did come back with abnormal white blood cell counts, and so that was the sign that okay, something's not right here, and then and that's when they found out that she did have leukemia. So from March 1st of 2025, when she was diagnosed, to now, she's been in active treatment. And every single week we're at the Children's Hospital. She's been hospitalized multiple times for different things, different chemos, treatments. And in the beginning, it was really rough. I would say the first 2 months, she had a lot of complications. So one of the, so it's just been a really hard road. But one of the chemo drugs that they gave her, the first month caused in the beginning of her treatment, it was really intense. They gave her steroids and a full month of steroids. And that makes you crabby, want to eat a lot. She was also on a bunch of chemo, and one of the chemo drugs caused a massive brain clot, massive. They said that if we would have waited a day or 2, she may not have been here. She had a few other complications along the way in the beginning, but she's done really good after that, and her counts by the 3rd month in her bone marrow didn't show any signs of the leukemia, so that showed that the treatment is working. And she's been a really big trooper, and she's getting through it every day, so.